Hi everyone, it's a beautiful day in South Africa. I'm about to go on my afternoon practice, but before I go, I thought I'll share 3 tips with you that's often overlooked and that can help your accuracy greatly. So the first thing I want to talk about is knock fit. You want a knock that's not too tight or not too loose. You want a nice audible click to it. And then if you hold the bow like this and you tap on the string, it's supposed to fall off the string. So this is a 20 strand string about, or 22 around there. And I used 0.18 power grip. Another thing I like to do is I like to put a knock set at the bottom and then also leave a little bit of space. So if you wiggle the knock up and down, there's a little bit of space, because what happens if you draw your bow, this comes back at an angle, and your the loops actually like pull together because of the angle, and then you don't want knock pinch. So if there's a little bit of space like that, like probably about a millimeter, then you know at full draw it's going to be actually a nice fit. It's not going to pinch the knock. You know, you don't want it too loose. I've got another knock here. This is a little bit too loose for my liking. You can see there's a lot of movement on the string. So this is a thinner string. So it's like I think it's about a 20 strand, and it's 18 power grip that I've used here. So the gold tip knocks, the mini HD, fit pretty good on these. The second thing I want to talk about is torque tuning. This might help you. So what that does is, if you've got slight differences on your hand, if you're torquing it slightly left or right, then you want your bows to still shoot on the same place and not shoot in the direction of the stabilizer or opposite direction. So this is going to help you, especially when you're shooting up and down, and if you're shooting a single like sidebar to the side, because what happens if you're aiming up or down, this will pull to the side, left or right. So this will help you greatly in those circumstances as well. Also, when you're under pressure and you're doing slightly something different, will be a more forgiving setup. So the method how to do it is, you need a sight that can move back and forward like this one, and your rest also needs to be able to move back and forward. So the procedure is, you firstly go to, like, say 40 yards, and your bow needs to be set in on that distance. And then what you do is you'll torque your bow, like say to the left, and if your stabilizer is pointing to the left, like you're talking to the left, and it shoots to the left, then you need to move your rest further back, or you need to move your sight forward. So what that is, it compensates for your torquing that you're doing on the bow. And then if it shoots the opposite direction, say you're talking to the left and it shoots to the right, you need to move your arrow rest forward, and you need to bring your sight back. You can do one at a time. So you can maybe, for your sight, you can maybe do it as a fine-tuning method. So the ultimate idea is, like, if you're talking to the left or the right, you want your bow to shoot on the same place. If it shoots an inch or so to the right or the left, it's not the end of the world, or 2 inches even. And don't torque it too far so that you derail the bow. You just wanted to torque it, far enough so that it shows your mistake that you're making, and it forgives you for after you made the adjustments. And the third thing that's often overlooked that can help you greatly is customizing your let off. So let off is what you hold on the back. So a quick way to understand it, if you say you're drawing 100 pounds and it's 80% let off, you'll hold 20 pounds in the back. So with like a 60 or 70 pound bow, you're probably going to hold with 80% let off. It's going to be between 9 and about like 13 pounds. And then if you go to like a 65, your holding weight will be more, and you're holding more at the back. So this is a very individual preference, And, often people say for target, you must hold the highest amount in the back, but that's not always true for every archer. So you must try what works for you. So this is my dart in Vegas, and this is about a 78% let off module and 60 pounds. So it would be about roughly about 10 pounds in the back that I'm holding. But I've put in this spacer just to decrease my let off a little bit so that I hold more in the back. I found that I hold the steadiest way with the dart, and it's nice because there's 4 let off options that you can choose from. So you can either shoot it straight off the module, the draw stop, or you can put this number in, the smallest spacer in. Then there's a medium one and a bigger one. So, but I've found that if I get to the medium one, I'm just holding too much in the back, and I'm kind of feeling like I'm rushing my shots. So then I went back to this, and I can even shoot it off straight off the module because I like a lot of let off. So personally, I like a higher let off, so I don't like to hold a lot of pounds in the back because I'm more of an aimer. I like to sit there and wait for the shot to go off, and I'm not a command kind of shooter, and that works best for me. But you must go test what works personally for you. What works for me might not work for you. I sincerely hope that these tips will help you as it helped me. And I just want to say once again, thank you for all the subscribers. I see the channel is growing, and I'll keep the content coming, and hopefully it will work for you and we can get this channel growing. And thank you for subscribing. And if you haven't, please do.